Hey guys, today I'm doing a review of Goosebumps book number 6. I'm pretty sure it's 6 in the USA. It's Let's Get Invisible. The review, it's going to start off spoiler free and I'm going to end it with spoilers. I'd give this book, it started off like probably a 9 or an 8 out of 10. Though at the end it's kind of like halfway through it goes like downhill from the start. Loved the start though. I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10, to be honest. Maybe I'm being like a bit too harsh on it. I mean, I had fun reading it, but just gets pretty boring. And I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm not 100% sure on this, but I'm pretty sure it's the longest book in the original series. It's 143 pages, and most of them are 110 to 130. So, I mean, it's not that big of a difference. It's just like 20, 30 pages, but for classic Goosebumps, I'm pretty sure it's the longest. So, anyway, I should probably stop talking about the length and get into the actual review of this. If you want to read the back, that's like a plot synopsis thing, the blurb, pause it if you want. But basically, it starts off and there's this kid called, what's he called again? Max. He's having a birthday party with his brother, who's called Lefty, because he's the only left-handed person in the family. That'll be important later. Next, there's also his friend who's, I think, called Zach. There's a girl called Erin who he has like a slight crush on. And there's another girl. I can't even remember her name. There's quite a lot of characters. Oh yeah, I think she's called April. I'm not 100% sure though. So they all go for his birthday party. They go into his attic for some reason, and they find this secret room where basically they like turn on the light, or they turned off the light. I can't remember. I think the main character, what's he called again? Max. He turns on or off the light. It's not like a light switch, it's like one of those old ones where you need to like pull it down and stuff. Pulls it down and then he becomes invisible and everyone's like, oh, you're invisible, and he's not sure if they're pranking him. So he turns it on again, not invisible anymore, blah blah blah. Then like I think later that night he turns invisible and stuff, And then the story gets super repetitive. There's like a scene where he's like going invisible like 5 times and it's just like, oh, the first time was good. The second time was okay. It gets a bit repetitive the third and fourth time, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this book was an allegory for. I'm not sure if I'll get like banned if I say this word. So allegory for drug use. Yeah, because he like keeps doing it. I'm not sure. Maybe R.L. Stein's confirmed that or something. Maybe he hasn't, but yeah. So overall, I'm gonna get into spoilers soon, not yet. I'll tell you what I will though. So, but I'd give this book probably 6 out of 10. There's so much missed opportunities. There could have been like, I genuinely think this could have been like the funniest Goosebumps book. Like, oh, a character walks into school invisible and does something funny, but then he doesn't. And yeah, it could have been pretty funny for Goosebumps, but they just didn't do anything in it. I'm pretty sure like the whole book, from what I remember, is just set in the kid's house. So, definitely could have been better. The characters were pretty good, I'd say. And now, oh, one thing I forgot to mention, this isn't like an important thing at all, but I used to watch the episode of this a ton when I was like 6. So yeah, anyway, now I'm gonna get into spoilers, so you have 3, 2, 1 seconds to leave. So anyway, basically, he goes invisible like a few more times, but the important part is the end. So basically, all of his friends start turning invisible and they're like pressuring him to do it, so he does it, and they're trying to like beat each other's records. So he does it for like a really long time, and then he like gets kind of trapped inside like the mirror. It's kind of weird, and then a alternate version of him says he's gonna like replace him, and then he saves the day because all of his friends were replaced by the mirror clones. It's kind of confusing, but basically he could have been replaced by a clone of himself in the mirror, but he didn't, and all of his friends were, but then he saved him. Gets kind of confusing, but yeah, can't even remember how he saved him, and I only read this like a week ago. I have the memory of a goldfish. Yeah. I already said like my final thoughts and everything, and I gotta admit, I did really like the twist ending though. Basically, remember Lefty, his brother? He's always left-handed. Forgot to mention this, but he's always throwing a ball around with his left hand. And then, remember like the mirror clones thing? He starts throwing it with his right hand, and then he's like, oh, he was replaced by a mirror clone thing. Anyway, I just want to stop talking about this and get to my review of Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. So, bye guys, see you in the next video.